Hey guys, today I thought we'd talk about something a little bit more serious and less trivial and joking than usual in terms of how things can seriously affect people's lives. There is a campaign running at the moment in Australia called Are You OK? Now the initiative is suicide prevention, which is obviously a very important and serious topic. And although it is Australian in its formation of the charity and of the event, which is on September the 15th, I thought it was an important subject to cover regardless of where you're from or regardless what charity is holding a special day for it. Before I start, I just thought I'd throw some statistics your way just to make the problem seem just that touch more real. Overseas viewers may not be aware of this or kind of even care, but according to the Are You OK website, which I'll put in the link section, more than 2,100 Australians commit suicide every year. Now, when you compare that to the population of Australia, which I think is around 24 or 25 million, I could be wrong. It doesn't sound like a lot. But when you think that these 2,100 people were someone's wife, sister, brother, father, son, daughter, all that kind of stuff, it makes it real. And 2,100 people is 2,100 people too many, in my opinion. Now, I suffer from depression and general anxiety. I think more people should talk about the fact that mental illness is very prevalent in society and that you're probably more likely to develop one than not throughout your lifetime. So I'm not afraid to put that out there. And anyone who's ever had depression will sympathise with those and probably understand the thoughts of suicide, suicidal thoughts, thinking that maybe the world would be better without you or that life would be easier. And this campaign really, I think, is a great initiative because such a simple premise, a simple idea, asking someone, are you okay? It was about 2 years ago that I sought help for my depression in the form of a professional psychologist. Prior to that, I did have wonderful friends and family around me, but as anyone who has suffered from major depression in their life knows, a little chat with someone won't necessarily take away those feelings. However, that is not the point of Are You OK? Are You OK is an initiative to reach out to someone, regardless of who they are, a friend, an acquaintance, a workmate, the checkout chick. You don't necessarily have to ask, are you okay? Maybe just strike up a conversation with someone who ordinarily wouldn't have anyone to talk to in their life. I feel really lucky that I have such amazing friends and family that were there for me during that time where I was doubting my existence and whether the world would be better off without me. And some people just don't have that luxury. Now, I do realise that suicide is a very complicated issue with many facets and factors contributing to the cause. However, there are some really simple causes that you wouldn't think would have such a major impact, but one of them is impulsivity. A lot of people with major depression or mental illnesses, it only takes a little thing to set them off, and that starts a barrage of really bad thoughts and eventually just might as well do it. It's especially prevalent in young men who are impulsive and kind of active by nature. So that is where a lot of the kind of jumping off bridges and that kind of horrible stuff comes from, is just that impulse that, look, I might as well do it now. So I think the importance of this Are You OK initiative is to kind of catch people before they get to that point where the impulsivity kind of creeps up on them, and just to reach out and kind of connect with your fellow human beings. I've been an advocate of open discussion about social taboos such as mental illness and suicide for a long time now. So I think it's really important that we don't shy away from these issues anymore because they could upset people, or because it's still considered a taboo subject in society. As I said before, chances are that you will get a mental illness in your lifetime. It's not rare. It's just like having any other disease, such as cancer or asthma or something like that. It doesn't mean you're a weak person. It means that you have troubles in your life that are affecting you psychologically. And I think initiatives like this are great. Putting it out there, making TV ads, getting celebrity endorsements. Usually I couldn't care less about who's endorsing what or what products or what charity, but to put faces to important charities and initiatives like this. Naomi Watts and Hugh Jackman are part of this because it's an Australian campaign. But I think by normalising mental illness and talking to people and making it acceptable in society, I think we'll make leaps and bounds when it comes to people seeking help for their problems. Because as a psychology student, this is one of the first things we're taught. Many people will not actually seek help for their problems until it's too late, which is devastating, because I don't know where I'd be right now in my life if I hadn't talked to someone, if I hadn't sought out that help. So, people, regardless of whether you feel that it's cheesy or hard or not normal to do, go out, find someone that looks a bit lonely or that you know doesn't have proper social support or might be too afraid to ask for it, and strike up a conversation with them. We're all humans, we can all connect on that level, and it's so important that people who need help but are too afraid to ask are given it. So you don't necessarily have to do it on September the 15th. You can do it any day of your life. Talk to someone. Ask, are you okay? Thanks, guys. This initiative really means a lot to me, so I might be talking a bit more about depression and mental illness in further videos to, further drive the point home that it needs to be talked about. Thanks, everyone.